On Friday evenings, Bob Petrowski and his polka bandstand allows you not only to hear polka music, but also explores the history behind them, from European styles to a large assortment of other types of polka music.
Here's a tune entitled Poland Long Ago, a great big polka good evening at 14 in front of the hour of 6 o'clock.
Bennett Zier in the original soundtrack show is another top show on WBAU. Bennett plays top albums from hit Broadway shows and tells the story behind them. He also keeps the listener up to date on all current theater happenings. Our news people at 6 p.m., 8, 9, 10, and 11 p.m. keep Long Island up to date with a complete rundown of all the local news and top stories around the country. The news is aimed at serving the community and keeping the WBAU listeners informed on all news happenings.
Said that prohibitions would be arbitrary and ambiguous and are not amendable to substantiation or implementation.
Some of the talk shows on WBAU include Sport Talk. Sport Talk is on every Friday from 6:30 to 7, and Bob Pizzamente, your host, talks sports, running down the top stories and taking phone calls from listeners who want to voice their opinions. Also, there are guests from local teams who help boost their programs.
Talking sports, you're on Sport Talk.
The Mythical You with host Joel Carter, a teacher in the area, discusses the philosophies of life and how to deal with your inner thoughts.
I said before that I received a call from a young lady who told me that someone in our class had experienced last week a death.
WBAU has a wide variety of informational, educational, and entertaining shows, including the Patsy Time Children's Show, Women Speak, which deals with the problems of the modern woman, Creative Living, Crime Patrol, The Sounds of Poetry, and even a science fiction show called Of Worlds Beyond.
Gift-giving holiday, I have to buy the gifts, prepare the gifts, wrap the gifts.
Sometimes WBAU will air pre-recorded talk shows on records. These are known as canned programs. These shows often come in handy and are popular on many stations. It saves the station the time and trouble of making their own show.
The wolverine is the most cunning and vicious animal for its size in the world.
From 8 to 10 p.m., WBAU plays blues, folk, jazz, and Latin music, known as performing arts. This variety of programming is required by the FCC. In addition, the 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. music shows are known as light entertainment and consist primarily of rock music from the 1960s and 70s.
Started off our set this evening. Twin sons of different mothers, Dan Fogelberg and Tim Weisberg, Tell Me to My Face, here at WBAU at 90.3 FM, the Long Island Sound.
Hi, this is Neil Aztec and Rex Two-Step, and we're talking to you on WBAU, Garden City. FM.
WBAU-FM is a station that is constantly growing and improving on its programming. In order for WBAU to continue to serve the community, it needs help from you, the students. It's not difficult to get involved with WBAU. The training you go through is exciting and fun. The knowledge and experience you'll get is unsurpassed. When you belong to WBAU, you become part of a staff that puts forth an effort to present top-notch educational shows and entertainment. Working in one department at WBAU will soon make you want to get involved in many more aspects of the station. And when you do get on the air, the rewards are numerous. It becomes fun to work at the station, and at the same time, you're helping to make WBAU one of the top college stations in the New York area. Don't waste another moment. Come up and get involved. We need people like you.
WBAU 90.3 FM presents a block of metal. Metal Mania now assaults your airwaves 3 nights a week.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit smoking.
Rick Fast is the hungry college student trying to make a buck. I'm just a person enjoying what he's doing, who loves music a great deal. And just hopefully we'll come out of this someday with a little bit of education and hopefully a job. Rick Fast is the voice in the night, all right, the faceless voice, the person behind the mic who you could just call up. And sometimes it turns into Rick Fast's date hotline, so to speak. People call me up with their problems, and I have to sit here and I talk to them, and I enjoy talking to the listeners. Sometimes they have some good, interesting stories. The most weirdest people come out in the middle of the night. late nights, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, you get calls, and sometimes they're interesting, sometimes they're just really drunk, but it can get very hot, it can get very interesting, people bearing their souls, telling me things that they wouldn't tell their closest friends. My personality is a lot different than my personality during the day. During the day, I try to remain kind of quiet and cool-headed, and when I'm on the air is a time to really get loose. In other words, everyone's very close, everybody enjoys working together. When you come up, we joke a lot, we laugh a lot, but everybody has a lot of work to be done. I mean, when I still come up and do my show, you get a little nervous in the beginning, you know, you're going on the mic for the first time, and it's actually a lot of pressure. Everybody here is just regular students doing something that they enjoy doing, and we usually, as soon as you get here, you joke around maybe for a couple minutes, then it's suddenly you have to sit down and do your work. That could be opening mail, taking calls from record reps, setting up interviews, arranging giveaways. It could be anything. Usually when I come up here, I have a lot of work to do, and I find taking care of different things during the day, getting ready for my show at night. My name is Rick Fast, and this is Metal Mania. It's 9:05 right now. If you got a request or dedication or something you want to hear, give us a call, 516-877-6903. Got Matt on the phones. Right now, I got something queued up, going out by request to Gary in the Nassau County Correctional Center. It's a song by Warrior Soul. It's called We Cry Out. Check it out.
Well, that was the video. We hope you enjoyed it, and it was really a lot of fun to put together. We hope you enjoyed reliving some of those old memories, and I know that the 40th anniversary will be as good as the 20th. And
Ron, I got all these good slides you got to see downstairs. There's 20 years worth of BAU.
I gotta go. Thank you, good night, enjoy the celebration. Happy 20th, WBAU.